This is the 120 and Beyond inaugural interview, and this is Joe Rupp, Joe, you are how old now?
84.
84, and really active.
Yeah.
Okay, how often do you bike ride up at Newport Back Bay each week?
Twice a week.
Twice a week. All right.
20 to 22 miles round trip.
Whoa, 22 miles. Did you say how many times a week?
Twice a week.
Twice a week. So that means you're doing 44 miles on your bike per week, plus all of your, that's your cardio,
Mm-hmm.
and then plus all of your machine work here.
Yeah, the weight training I do 3 times a week for a little over an hour.
Okay, so that means you're working out 5 days a week, and on the other 2 days you're working on orchids? No, are you working on orchids every day?
I work on orchids pretty much every day.
All right.
I have a passion for them. I have about probably between 300 and 400 plants.
Holy
I have
cow.
2 small greenhouses in my backyard.
Really?
I have a lot of outdoor orchids that
Uh-huh.
grow under shade cloth.
Uh-huh.
It's been a passion of mine for well over 30 years.
And you said you used to smoke when you were how old?
I started smoking when I was 15,
Uh-huh.
and I smoked till I was 41.
Uh-huh.
And during that period, I probably tried to quit 500 times, maybe.
500 times?
Oh yeah.
You're not exaggerating.
Sometimes for a day, sometimes for 2 days, sometimes for an hour.
Uh-huh.
It was
So how many packs a day were you smoking when you quit?
about a pack and a half a day.
Pack and a half.
So
And
it's 30 cigarettes a day.
what was it that triggered the shift? Finally, after 500 tries.
The difference that I can really identify is that in all the previous times, it was something I felt I had to do
Uh-huh.
for my health. And the first time I was successful doing it and
Uh-huh.
completely broke away from it
Uh-huh.
was when I decided it was something I wanted to do. Your
Okay.
mindset is totally different at that point. But it was the first time where I could successfully say, I'm done with this.
Really?
I
Okay,
will
so
never pick up another cigarette.
you said you were like 17 when you started?
I think I was probably closer to 15.
15. And what was it that inspired you to start? For me, it was the Marlboro Man.
It was peer pressure.
And it wasn't-
it was masculine, you know,
Uh-huh.
it was, you know, I had a car, I had a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
The time, you know, you wore a t-shirt, you rolled your cigarettes up in your
Uh-huh.
t-shirt.
I remember seeing that,
Yeah.
yes. Uh-huh.
So that was something we did as kids.
Now, you mentioned going through some pretty serious surgeries. Tell us about that.
I've had problems with my neck
Uh-huh.
for years and tried chiropractic, and that didn't work. As a matter of fact, one chiropractor who I think was probably the only honest one that I can say that I came across told me he couldn't help me,
Uh-huh.
even though he might have made a lot of money on me. He said, I can't help you. He said, I probably, as a matter of fact, I might make it worse. He said, you need to see a neurosurgeon.
Wow.
So anyway,
Yeah, okay.
all that to say, that was many, many years ago. But I began to have back problems. And
How long ago was this now?
years ago, I've had a bad back for probably 15, 20 years.
Okay.
And it continued to progressively get worse, to the point that I needed to see a neurosurgeon or an orthopedic surgeon, somebody to work on my spine. Being a neurosurgeon, I think he wanted to look at my entire spine. So he had an MRI done of my neck.
Uh-huh.
And when we sat down to talk about back surgery, he reviewed the MRI on my neck and said to me, he said, I can't fix your back until I fix your neck.
Uh-huh.
He said, you have a bone spur in one of your vertebrae
Uh-huh.
that if you fell the wrong way, you could be totally paralyzed, which got my attention. So
I'd say,
anyway,
yeah.
as it turned out, I had cervical surgery in 2017 to correct the problem with my neck. And then in 2018, I had total spinal reconstructive surgery beginning at T10 going down to S1.
Wow. So you set off all of the metal detectors at the airport?
It's titanium, so I don't think it's going to set
Oh,
off
it doesn't.
anything. But anyway, um, he gave me a quality of life that I hadn't had for years.
Really?
Oh, an amazing surgeon, absolutely amazing,
So
extraordinary.
that, I can see you have kind of a smile in the background. That quality of life is.
It's important to me.
It's made a big difference. Right?
Oh yeah.
What's your vision as you move into the future? Are you wanting to live how long? Health span rather than longevity.
My wife would like to see me live to be 110. To me, it's a quality of life issue.
That's right.
It's
Exactly.
it's not how long I live, it's how long I can enjoy life, whether it's mentally or physically.
Now you say my wife wants you to live 110. What about you?
Well, like I said, I would want to live as long as I could enjoy life and benefit from it. There was a woman on television who picked up powerlifting at the age of 90.
Oh,
And at
you
the
know
age
what?
of 100,
Is she on YouTube?
she might be, but at the age of 100, she was deadlifting, I think, something like 70 pounds.
Holy
She
cow.
held the Guinness World's Record for, I think, a power lifter at the age of 100.
Oh, wow.
Now that's cool. I would like to do that.
All right. So you're doing a lot of weight work yourself.
Yeah.
You said 3 days a week, right?
Yeah.
All right. I remember when I was in junior high school, there were the 7 cities of Cibola. The Spaniards were looking for the fountain of youth. I think we found it, right? This kind of regime that we're on is kind of keeping us youthful enough to enjoy many, many days beyond the normal expectations, right? So,
I would hope so.
you have any secrets for a long health span?
No.
No?
No.
But you have your formula, right?
Well, it's working for me.
It is, it is.
I mean, I guess maybe drinking wine helps too.
All right, so you bike twice a week, you lift weights 3 times a week, and you have wine how many days a week?
Every day.
Every day, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good place to end because you have to have all of that balance.
Everything
right?
has to be balanced, yeah.